Welcome to Husky Stadium in DeKalb, Illinois. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The give on the counter. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show.
Here's a little room there. Really nice pickup on that one as they... Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Offense working from the pistol. The handoff to Johnson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more...
There he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Stein. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll take it himself. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Makes the grab, and he's on his way. He'll go. The Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's reeled in. It's Bryant.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They're going to run it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense
Snags it and he's open. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down.
Here we go. Ready. Wide. 3.
Gonna look downfield again. Firing to the right, complete. Can't get him to the ground. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage. And the Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Finds the tight end. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touch. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give to the single back. Got enough for the 1st. Finding some room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Northern Illinois right back to the line. From the red zone, it's Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback keep. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us the Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Gives it on the option. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll move the wide receiver. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Davidson. Escapes the pressure going right. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the... They'll run it from the gun. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
This one's complete. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Davidson. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Caught in the backfield, it's Stein. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Hauls it in. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Wants to throw again. Complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Northern Illinois right back to the line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Davidson. It's complete to the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now he's going to break the pocket. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the deep. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. That's caught. It's Bryant. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll run play action. On target. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they will score! Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Stopped at the 47-yard line.